Top 5 Life-Changing Inventions That Were Created by Mistake, Part 1. Potato chips. A disgruntled cook was the one who invented potato chips. When a customer complained that his fried potatoes were too soggy in a New York restaurant in 1853, the enraged cook thinly sliced the potatoes and sprinkled them with salt. The microwave. Percy Spencer was researching microwave-generating magnetrons in 1945 when the chocolate bar in his pocket began to melt. He then came up with the notion of heating and cooking meals in the microwave. Post-it notes. Spencer Silver, a researcher at 3M Laboratories, set out to create a very strong adhesive, but ended up creating one that was weaker than the ones already on the market. It can be easily peeled off and restuck. Another scientist, Art Fry, used this adhesive to make the Post-it bookmarks we know today. Cornflakes. When John and Will Kellogg left a pot of boiling corns on the stove for several days, they invented cornflakes by accident. Penicillin. Sir Alexander Fleming accidentally invented the powerful antibiotic that saved so many lives in 1928. He accidentally left a Staphylococcus aureus culture in the lab for 2 weeks, and discovered that it had failed to grow, due to a mold called Penicillium notatum. Non-stick pans. Chemist Roy Plunkett was working on a new type of chlorofluorocarbon, when he accidentally created a non-stick lubricant that is now used in Teflon. LSD. LSD is an abbreviation of the German term Lyserge or diethylamide for lysergic acid diethylamide. While working on Zondau's company, Dr. Albert Hofmann accidentally created LSD-25, which he absorbed into his skin through his hands. And it was in this way that the pleasures of LSD were discovered. Matchsticks. John Walker, a British chemist, spotted some sparks as he scratched the chemical-coated stick on his hearth. That's when the idea to make matchsticks came to him. Safety glass. The glass bottle of Edward Benedictus survived a fall without shattering. After further research, he discovered that a compound known as cellulose nitrate prevented the glass from shattering, and so safety glass was born. X-ray. Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, a physics professor, was working on a CRT in his lab. He discovered that the tube was radiating a fluorescent light. After shielding it with a thick piece of paper, he realized that the tube was emitting a new sort of radiation that became known as X-ray. Coca-Cola. For headaches and nervous disorders, John Pemberton intended to create a French wine-coca combination. When alcohol was outlawed in Atlanta, he substituted a coca-based syrup for wine with fizzy water. He advertised this combination as a cure-all for headaches and weariness. Brandy. To make shipping wine easier, a Dutch shipmaster heated the wine to extract the alcohol. He then diluted it with water to make it wine again. However, because the taste and composition had changed, he opted to keep it concentrated and not add any water. This was dubbed burnt wine or brandy. Viagra. Pfizer created the sildenafil ingredient in Viagra to treat hypertension and angina pectoris. However, during studies, it was discovered that the medicine caused erections. And this is how Viagra was discovered. Slinky. Despite the fact that this toy has no genuine purpose, it is a source of enjoyment for some. Richard James, a naval engineer, was working on a spring for delicate shipboard equipment. When this spring dropped off by accident, it continued to move and leap. This inspired him to make a toy, which he named after his wife Betty. Inkjet printers. Due to strong pressure, a Canon engineer mistakenly left a hot iron on his ink pen, which began spilling ink from his pot. Inkjet printers were born as a result of this.